It could take a long time to find a donkey elsewhere in Uganda, if not in the Sebei and Karamoja sub-regions. The Sabine live on the hilly mountain Elgon ranges, which makes donkeys a necessity for heavy lifting across the hilly terrain and in the plains of Karamoja, where nomads trek long distances.
Where the donkey can go, other means of transportation cannot go. Boda cannot go there, neither the car or any other transport. So donkey is the basic of logistics in the world.
Just as donkeys are useful in life, they are also valuable when slaughtered for their skin and medicinal purposes.
It's also used as a cosmetic, Right Honorable Speaker, for the anti-aging, for skin diseases, but also in men. It is told that it's a game changer. Specifically men above 40, you remember it does stand 41, Right Honorable Speaker.
The high demand for valuable extracts from donkeys in China is leading to a crisis in the region, with a projected threat of extinction if the trend continues. The 2021 animal census conducted by the Uganda Bureau of Statistics found that there were 65,000 donkeys in Uganda, significantly fewer than Kenya, which is estimated to have 500,000 donkeys, a similar figure to Tanzania. However, there is concern that the number of donkeys in Kenya has sharply dropped from about 1.8 million in 2009, meaning that 1.3 million donkeys have been lost in the 15 years leading up to 2024.
For us, even in Kenya, we recently lost the last white rhino that was even almost as guarded as the president, with a whole battalion of GSU. So why am I mentioning this? Right Honorable Speaker and dear colleagues, if we do not do something, history will repeat itself, much to our detriment.
In an effort to reverse the trend, the East African Legislative Assembly passed a motion recommending that the Council of Ministers and partner states develop a regional policy for the protection and regulation of the donkey skin trade.
Without urgent action to implement the AU ban and development of EAC appropriate policies, enforcement and community measures, East Africa risks losing species that sustains millions of rural households.
The motion, moved by East African Legislative Assembly representative from Uganda, Veronica Babiria-Kadogo, received widespread support from the members, with some suggesting the need to ban trading in donkey skin.
We call on our Council of Ministers to take action by creating a band first to serve the donkey population. This time we are calling for a band so that we serve the donkey population. At least we should have a population that we can now grow.
However, a Kenyan representative to East African Legislative Assembly, David Ole Sankok, objected to the proposal for the regulation of the donkey market. He stated that donkey owners should have the power to decide how to deal with their animals. He expressed concern that strict regulation could lead to an increase beyond what individuals can manage.
If I find it more advantageous to sell it as meat, or whichever means that I will sell it and earn a living, Honorable Speaker, you cannot gang me on how I'll use my property, Honorable Speaker.
What is very important to note, that when we leave the donkey species to be depleted, the women and the children will replace the donkeys in the donkey-dependent communities.
It was proposed by some as a middle ground that the region should focus on increasing the breeding of donkeys to meet market demand instead of imposing regulations that could impact families' livelihoods.
The world needs this medicine. So what is the way forward? The way forward is for us as East Africans to leverage this privilege that we have and produce more donkeys, rather than trying to go against the market, the sale of donkeys. Why should we not sell donkeys if there is a market for them?
The right maturity period for a genet to reach conceiving maturity is between 2 to 3 years, with a gestation period of approximately 11 to 14 months before giving birth to a foal. East African Legislative Assembly members believe that implementing a common policy at the regional level and domesticating it at the state level could help stop the smuggling of donkeys across borders to states without regulations. Kenya banned the commercial slaughter of donkeys in 2020 after realizing they were being slaughtered at 5 times their natural reproduction rate, but a High Court decision in Kenya lifted the ban in 2021. Tanzania also banned the commercial slaughter of donkeys in 2024 to protect them from extinction, following a recommendation from the African Union approved during the 37th summit held in February 2024. Jackson Onyango, NTV.